They had Mia's ass on the ropes, didn't they? I wanted to yell out, Sharkeisha, stop! Sharkeisha, stop! They had Mia hemmed up on the ropes. Jizzy got activated with her, and oh well. What's up, everybody? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tammy. This is Tammy Talks. We are here today to talk The Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 9, Episode 19, The Reunion Part 2. This was good. This was really, really good. I'm congested, okay? So bear with me. We're going to get through this, though. So if you guys haven't already, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Thumbs up the video. Y'all leave y'all comments. I don't have to tell you guys that. Let's get right into the reunion. So it picks up with Andy having to go check on Mia. Remember, Mia went to Stacey and Jesse last week and was like, I'm sorry for not, linking up with you guys in Miami. I don't have the capacity to be a good friend right now. And she went through all of that. And Andy goes and tells Mia, like, you're just in a shame spiral right now. And you're beating yourself up. And basically, like, you know, give yourself some grace, right? So Mia is like, well, I'm in the final weeks of my divorce, and that's why I'm acting like this because it's a lot happening, Andy. It's a lot. Meanwhile, over on stage, Ashley is asking Gizelle, would you leave me in Miami? Gizelle said, I would never. Ashley was like, yeah, because I'll put you in a headlock. Whatever. So we get to Giselle's package. So Gizelle says she is enjoying life as an empty nester. She was really sad for the first 28 hours, but then it's like, I can do whatever I want to. Y'all know how when you have kids, you do a lot of running around for your children. And Giselle had two of them, okay? She had the twins. So she said, but the twins are adjusting to college life just great. They both have 4.0s at their respective colleges. And her relationship with Jamal is going great. Why do y'all keep asking this lady about Jamal? I don't get it. Like, I don't get why Jamal keeps being brought up. Like, I get he's the children's father, but like, do we I guess. I guess, okay? So they asked Giselle why was Jamal and his wife dressed like Wicked? Remember, he had on green, she had on pink. And it was given the AKA colors, right? Which I pretty sure his new wife is an AKA too. Giselle says she doesn't know, said the girls were mortified at the color scheme of the wedding, but they were there and they still do not have a relationship with his wife, which is kind of unfortunate because like, has she not tried to reach out to the girls? I don't know. That's interesting. She apparently is still seeing Nams. Remember that one guy that she met at the speed dating? So then Ashley said that she is falling back from dating Josh for a little bit. They were very hot and heavy, moving kind of fast, and they decided that they needed to chill out. Hold on, wait a minute, stop it for a little bit. So come to find out, Josh was offended by some of the things that Wendy said about him. I was with Wendy. You're offended by her calling you Jack Harlow? I guess. But he was offended that Wendy said that dating Michael or dating him was a lateral move from Michael. Wendy was like, he'll be okay. So then Wendy is like, Ashley, you've said things about my husband. And I'm like, here we go. So Ashley is like, no, I haven't. Wendy then brings up that Ashley brought that rumor from the blog, okay, from that blog about Eddie to the show. I said, wait, not the rumor that the fans say that Gizelle and Robin brought. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I have been saying this since that season. Ashley brought that rumor on the show. Ashley was there. Remember, Gizelle and Robin talked about it. They talked about it and they were like, yeah, but that's fake, whatever. Like, this blog has made up rumors about me as well. Ashley went and not only said it on the show, but she went and told Wendy and then she left because that's when is her oldest son Dylan? That's when she just had Dylan. So Ashley left. went back home, and then Wendy went and cussed Gizelle and Robin out, and that is when their friendship ended. I said, "Oh my God, look at there. Look at there." So Giselle is like, I never said that Giselle was like, I never brought the rumor up. And Wendy was like, no, it was Ashley. I said, so Wendy, why have you been mad at Giselle and Robin all these years then? Okay. I mean, I feel like we know who the common denominator. Let me stop for y'all get mad. So Ashley said we'll take it up with the blogger, and then Ashley insinuates that Eddie is not still practicing law. Here's the thing, Ashley, even if Eddie is not still a practicing lawyer, they still have a multi-million-dollar company with Happy Eddies. So that was a stupid thing to even say. Shut up, Ashley. That was stupid to even try to say. That makes no sense. What were you trying to prove with that? So we didn't get to Keiarna. So she is still with Greg. They looked at rings last week. I don't believe that. Didn't Keiarna say that they had this month was their 3-year anniversary? Keiarna, you got what? 6 more days left. February is a short month. You got 6 more days left, sis. But she said they're still together. They separated for a period, and she went and moved out, got looked at a condo, and she's looking to buy it now. So you looked at rings with Greg, but you're still looking to buy a condo. Keiarna, please, please. So she then says she's gonna wait for the ring before they move in together again. Greg does not like being filmed, obviously, and Greg is still on that whole. Well, you got hurt. Keiarna interjected herself into a fight. It was between Deborah and Candace. Keiarna got in the middle of that for whatever reason, and she got hit with the bottle because she interjected herself in the middle of a fight. Greg, be mad at Keiarna for inserting herself into it. That had nothing to okay. She goes on to say that she felt very unsupported on the show. You should have also had the same introspection that Stacey had about how Greg was talking to you on camera. So we then get to Stacey. So Stacey said that Andy said that TJ was Stacey's former significant other. And Wendy was like, wait, former? So Stacey confirms that they are no longer together. And then Kay was like, were they ever together? I said, oh, not the shade. Not the shade. So Stacey said that it was a lot of pressure. And there were moments that were shocking when she watched back the show. And I didn't like the way that he was talking to me. My family was shocked at how he was talking to me, but it was even more hurtful. Okay, to Stacey, it was more hurtful, not more hurtful than him talking crazy to her, that people thought that she paid him to come on the show, much the same way that Kenya paid Walter, right? So she then said it was also hurtful that people were saying that TJ seemed more interested in the trainer than he did in her. And Wendy was like, I said that. Yep. That was me. Stacey is like, yeah, and that was kind of effed up, Wendy, because we're cool. And Eddie and TJ are cool. So that was like kind of hurtful. Wendy said, look, I sincerely apologize for making you feel that way. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It seemed hurtful. It seemed genuine. It seemed genuine. Okay. So then Stacey confirms that she is now divorced, and everybody was like, wow. Divorced before Ashley and Mia, so everybody's like yucking it up and everything. And you can see Mia rolling her eyes. Ashley is just like, whatever, because we know Ashley was like really, really close to being divorced. She's officially divorced now. We saw them weird pictures that she posted, but cool. So Stacey said her and TJ are still best friends. And Wendy is like, y'all were best friends before. Y'all weren't sleeping together before or kissing their neck or doing anything before. So, really nothing has changed. So Andy then asks if Stacey and TJ did everything but sex. And Stacey said that they had intimate moments, but no sex, but she gave a hand job because y'all are 12, right? Okay. So they then have a segment on the fashions from the season. And Ashley said that the dress that Stacey wore in the finale, Vivian actually made for her a few months before for an event. So Andy was like, was that shady? Did Vivian do that on purpose by giving you a dress that she made for Ashley? And Stacey was like, yeah, it was very shady, and I think it was on purpose. Wendy said, well, look, they're not friends anymore. And Stacey said, F that B. And everybody was like, Stacey, you talk like that? And I'm like, I've been told y'all Stacey's been acting fake on the show. And y'all were all up in the comments saying that I hate a woman that's classy. No, Stacey is acting fake on the show. And y'all fell for it. I don't know why, but y'all fell for it, right? So Stacey then said that she chose to elevate Vivian by giving her exposure. And Gizelle was like, you elevating Vivian? Now, Vivian came out and addressed this and read Stacey down on an Instagram post. And people were saying how Vivian's trying to get on the show. To my understanding, Vivian has been offered a flute numerous times. Vivian is really that bitch in the Potomac area because she does have that dress shop. She's an entrepreneur. She's a socialite. If Vivian wanted to be on the show, I'm sure she could be because she knows all the ladies, and we have seen her on the show before. This wasn't her first time on the show. So Stacy was like, yeah, I invited her to, be the exclusive designer for strays. And so yes, I was trying to elevate her. She then goes on to say that she was mortified that Vivian would give her a dress that her colleague wore. I said, not your colleague. So she was like, Vivian is dead to her and it's over. I would say that's something more had to happen because that's a lot to end a friendship over. That's a lot. The way that you was going on and on to the break of dawn, saying that Vivian was your friend for many, many years to Karen. So I guess Stacy's putting on. So now everybody is like, that's that 313 coming out. And I'm like, yeah, she's a great representation of Detroit. Whatever. Stacey says she thought that she would get a warmer reaction about her hair in the finale, and the ladies were all like, that wasn't it. Apparently, Andy texted Wendy about that one blue outfit she had with the real big arms and said that she looked like the Michelin, the Michelin man, like the tires, and they had a good laugh about it. They then asked Mia why she went from wearing blazers when she was married to Gordon to wearing Fashion Nova with ink. And Mia confirms that Fashion Nova is paying her a lot. Okay. We find out that Giselle bought the dress that Stacey said nobody else could wear. And not only did Giselle buy the dress and wear it to the event, but she gave it to Wendy. And Stacey was like, you should have wore it to an event. Giselle said, I did. I wore it to yours, fool. So Stacey was like, well, did you donate? Giselle said, yes. I donated while I was sitting at the event. It's like, Stacey, were you not prepared? What is happening? Stacey then they talk about who wears the 613 blonde the best, and Stacey was like, "Well, we all know who wears it the best," and she goes like this to Giselle, and Giselle was like, "Karen," but Stacey feels that Giselle does it the best, and Karen was like, "Oh, I think." Giselle was like, "I think that Karen really owns it," and then Mia was like, "Yeah, when it is on all the way." Jesus. Jacqueline comes on stage. She's pregnant. She's due in May and said that the father has not been on the show. So it is apparently not Pee. Remember her, was it called her parental partner or whatever? So then we get Mia's horrific package, okay? And while they're playing all these different clips of Mia putting her children's business out there, questioning the paternity of her children, um, disrespecting the father of her children, playing in Ink's face, playing in all of the other women's faces, and shading Giselle's daughters. She is now crying because she's embarrassed. She's embarrassed at how she behaved this season. Because was it worth it, Mia? Like honestly and truly, was it worth it? What did you gain out of blowing up your life and embarrassing your children this season? Oh, you got the Fashion Nova deal. Woo! Okay. So Ink is not there, and we find out that uh Ink and Mia have broken up. So Mia said that watching everything back, she sees that she went about everything all wrong. Said when you're in the moment, you think that you're handling things great, but when you watch it back, it's like, ah shit, I did not, right? So Andy was like, well, your tagline is ink is forever. Oh, ink is permanent. And I'm like, damn, Andy. Ashley couldn't help but to laugh. So Mia is like, ink will forever be a part of her life. Wendy said, "Look, I think that Ink is a fine gentleman. He's a good guy because they get a viewer question on why or what do the ladies truly think of Ink outside of his height." Wendy was like, "Look, a lot of people don't understand the backlash from the viewers that they go through, what they endure." Said that Ink was not prepared for that. I want to say this. I don't think people understand what YouTubers go through either because the hell that we catch in our comments from y'all crashing out about our opinions on strangers is crazy. And then there's always the people that are like, ignore the comments, don't read the comments. Why do y'all get worked up over the negative comments? Y'all don't understand because y'all don't get them. I catch hell from this show. I catch more hell in my comments, more disrespectful comments about me, my hair, my teeth, my skin color, my clothes, my everything. I've had people comment on my nails on this show in these comments. Y'all have no idea what people that are quote unquote public eye go through. Now, with that being said, Ashley was like, no, Ink also said a lot about Gordon. Ink was prepared for this. Ink wanted to be on the show. And then Wendy was just like, okay, cool. Gizelle says she doesn't think that Ink and I'm gonna say Wendy. Gizelle doesn't think that Ink and Mia actually broke up, right? She was like, because Mia, you live in Atlanta. Ink lives in Atlanta. And Mia was like, that's not true. Giselle said, look, you're not in DC, Baltimore, or Virginia. You are not living in this area. Mia claims she has a condo. Giselle said, cool, if that's the lie you want to tell today, that's the lie you want to tell. Where do your kids live? So Mia said that the kids are homeschooled, private homeschooled. So yeah, they go back and forth between Atlanta as well. Now, we do know that Mia's older son, the 16-year-old, he does live in Atlanta, but do I think that Mia truly broke up with Ink? I do not. I agree with them and what Wendy said about how she thinks that Mia saw all the backlash that she got on the show and said, okay, let me drop Ink to get some of the pressure off. Because nobody believes the Ink storyline. Nobody likes it. We think the fact that she lets Ink talk to Gordon and about Gordon is disrespectful. And she's just going about this the complete wrong way, right? So Giselle was like, no, you pretended to drop him. Wendy said that Mia, Gordon, and Ink are all in this together, and that Mia is not getting a divorce. Now, Bonnie Scott, shout out to her, has been saying this for a while. I think it was Bonnie, has been saying this for a while that she believes that all three of them are in on this together. So they're all to blame, right? So Wendy then said, no, you're not getting a divorce. Now, I don't know if Wendy had Eddie look up some court documents or whatever the case, but she said it with her chest. And to be honest, Mia didn't try to fight it. She didn't. Andy said, what benefit would it be for Mia to lie about this? And they all were like, for the show, for first seed, for attention, for fame. That is what Mia craves. Like Mia craves attention, right? So Mia said, look, I'm not doing all of this for the show. That's stupid. Mia then gets another viewer question on if she told her kids about the divorce for the first time on camera. Mia talks in circles, but the answer is yes. The answer is yes without her having to say it. And I'm like, that's shitty. That's shitty. So Mia then claims that Jeremiah doesn't know anything about the conversation about his paternity because he's 9. And Giselle is like, you don't think that he's going to hear about this? You don't, because she's saying that Jeremiah is not allowed to be on social media. A 9-year-old should not be on social media. whatsoever. However, like Ashley said, you don't think that he hears about it from his friends, from his friends' parents, from family members, from cousins. Let's be real, these kids are smart. If your kids got a tablet, you think that baby ain't typed in his mama's name if Mia is her real name? Like that little boy knows something is going on. He does. So Mia gets another question. Mia is like, they got Mia on the ropes, okay? Before that, Mia now realizes she should not have discussed this on camera in hindsight. I'm like, girl, whatever. You don't care about it because you don't even seem sorry about the fact that you embarrassed your son like that and got the world questioning this baby's paternity when you knew damn well that that's Gordon's child. So Mia gets another question about how is she constantly calling for Karen to be transparent when she's not being transparent. Mia said that she is. Keiarna was like, Mia, your stories don't make sense. Your stories don't make sense. Wendy then confirms, Mia, you said that Jeremiah was conceived from IVF. And Mia was like, yes. So why do you need a paternity test? Mia then was like, because I could have been pregnant first. And they were like, that's not how it works. So Mia said you have to be pregnant 4.5 weeks in order to take a pregnancy test. Since when? We see these commercials all the damn time that you can find out if you're pregnant 5 days after conception. Stop. Like Mia, you sound, are you not a woman? Do you not know this? Do you not know how biology works? Come on. Come on, Mia. Like, this is silly. Mia is lying so much that she's at the point now she's just throwing shit out there, right? So Mia said they did a professional test and Gordon is the father, but she said that Ink was really, really pushing for the test because he thought that Jeremiah was his. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Mia knows she's lying. She knows it doesn't make sense, but whatever, whatever, whatever. So Mia then said that she has been protecting her kids from adult conversations because that was another y'all was on Mia's ass. That was another viewer question. And she said that they were okay for a year, Gordon and Ink. And Gizelle was like, no, 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 no. Gordon said he didn't want to film with Ink. He told you he didn't want to have those conversations with him. So Mia said she wanted to show positive co-parenting. What about anything we saw was positive, Mia? Come on, Mia. What about anything we saw was positive? So Mia was like, look, well, Gordon and my ex, they were positive co-parenting. It went great. So I thought that it would be this way with Gordon and Ink. Mia, did you cheat on your ex with Gordon? Because weren't you and that ex divorced already? Why do you think that Gordon is going to positively co-parent, right? Positively co-parent his children with the man that is cheating with his wife. Why? What part of that makes sense? So they asked Jacqueline, does any of this look familiar? Okay, like what is going on? Has Mia always been a liar? Jacqueline said, look, I've seen Gordon and Ink get along and not get along, but I have told Mia she shouldn't have mixed Gordon and Ink in that household. And we did see Jacqueline talking to Mia about that. Where'd they go on that first trip? Lake Norman. She has said this to her. Right? So then Kay is like, this is borderline elderly abuse. This is borderline elderly abuse. And Andy is like, well, Gordon told his own story. Don't call him elderly abuse. Damn, is Gordon that old? Now, if you said Ray, I can see. So Mia is like, look, Gordon wanted to show up today to apologize for making me look like a liar, but I didn't want him to go on an apology tour. And everybody is like, oh, Mia. The way they were eating Mia up. Oh my God. So then Gizelle was like, tag me in, coach, tag me in. So Gizelle was like, Gizelle and Wendy were both like, You don't regret the paternity storyline. You only regret it because of the social media backlash. You don't regret it for your kids. And Gizelle calls Mia deplorable. I said, oh, not a deplorable. Jacqueline then said that Mia, for the most part, has always been honest with her, said that Mia, sometimes does embellish the truth, but she doesn't think she's a blatant liar. And I was like, yeah, okay. Mia then asked, or gets asked, fewer questions, why did you bring up Giselle's daughters? What made you think that was okay? And Mia said that she didn't think it was okay and she apologized. Gizelle said, yeah, but then you jumped in my face at Ashley's event. And Wendy was like, what was this? Now, this was the clip that wasn't shown, but that was in the preview because that's when Gizelle yelled out at Mia, you are a bad mother, I believe, unless I'm conflating two clips. So they're having a back and forth, and Gizelle yells it out, and Mia was like, I'm not gonna sit here and have y'all talk about me and my kids like that. And Giselle said, in this moment, throughout this season, you haven't been a good mother. You are a bad mother. So Mia gets up and walks away and was like, that's it. That's it. I'm not gonna do this with my kids. That's it. So when she leaves, Wendy is like, look, I don't understand people that do all this shit to people, talk all this shit, but can't stand on they shit. Mia, you sat up there and you talked all that shit about people all season. You talked about Giselle's daughters unnecessarily. Giselle's not talking about your kids. She's talking about your parenting. That's different. But for you to call them teenage girls whores, that's not okay to do. That's not okay to do. And so now you want to be a coward, and now you want to run off with skedaddle on own. Go. So Gizelle was like, "Girl, bitch, bye, bye, bye." This was such a good part too. It was a little choppy in the middle because I was like, okay, we're talking the fashions, but it started to get cooking. So at the end, we see Eddie and uh Greg. I'm gonna call him George. We see Eddie and Greg, they FaceTime TJ. And they're like, we thought we was gonna see you. Was good. TJ said, y'all, I'm evacuating from the fires. He was like, but I'm not coming to that fake ass show with them fake ass people. I said, oh, TJ, what happened? So he tells them something, it's blurred out because they want to hype it up for next week. But Eddie texts Wendy, and Wendy's out on set, and she was like, oh shit, I just got a bomb dropped on me. And that's where the episode ended. Let me know what you guys thought about tonight's episode. Did you guys enjoy it? What was your favorite parts? We know Mia's lying, so we don't have to discuss that, but let's talk about it down below. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, thumbs up the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.